Everyone wants to be happy, but it is not that difficult. The brain itself is an organ optimized for predicting and detecting danger. It was not created to enjoy happiness in the first place. Therefore, we must be persistent and intentional in feeling happiness. This is the beginning and the end of today's story. Throughout all cultures and history, the 6 basic emotions that humans have felt in common are joy, sadness, anger, surprise, disgust, and fear. There is only one positive emotion, joy. Negative emotions are also very intense. That is why we have a hard time being happy, but we can easily become sad and self-loathing over trivial things. For the brain, which always thinks about threatening and negative things in order to survive, enjoyable and positive things are not a priority. Since the founder of neuroscience, psychologist John Cacioppo, discovered through brainwave research that the brain's pattern of constantly giving too much weight to negative information, 30 years ago, numerous studies have repeatedly proven this. So don't be fooled by your current brain. That guy has been the most tense, alert, and survival-oriented organ for 7 million years. Even if it's barren right now, I can make my way in a more evolved and sophisticated way. There are 2 ways to try today: savoring and finding pleasure. Savor the moment. It will be difficult at first. Make it a habit. The parts of the brain that process, just experiencing something and understanding and appreciating its meaning, are different, and when you keep doing these separate tasks together, new connections are made in the brain. Different neurons that used to work separately are unknowingly bundled together and start working as a team. It's the experiencing something plus savoring it and feeling gratitude team. If the fire was warm, I savored it. If the warmth of the rice felt good, if the weather was clear, I savored it without fail. If I had a safe day thanks to someone, I savored it and felt grateful. In this way, even if it was just a few minutes a day, I enter into daily meditation, feel grateful, take care of my mind, and build up my inner strength. If you ask if you have to live like that, yes. That's human life. We are limited beings who are anxious about disease, disaster, poverty, and isolation, and who fall under the knife's edge at any moment if we are unlucky. Life is so difficult that if you don't live each moment finding fun, at some point you will look at your life through the irrational and distorted lens of depression and anxiety, and it will eventually become unbearable. If you leave it alone, your brain will ride the wave of negative emotions and thoughts and reach a hell of helplessness. So don't just leave your brain to go wherever it wants. When I also have trouble falling asleep at night, I quietly think about the countless other people who are also unable to sleep due to their own depression and anxiety. Sometimes, I feel connected to people whose names I don't know through endless sadness. We are all human, so life is really hard for everyone. Then, I close the door of my rumination and savor the feel of the blanket against my arm, and I find new joy in the sound of my family's breathing that I have always heard. And so, I live in the present moment, not in the past or the future.